Good afternoon. Let's see here. Let's turn off the sound here for starters. And send this out. Discord. This one. So promo. Alrighty. Let's see if we can maybe get this thing done. Starting to drag. I do still love that music, though. We'll just stay here for 3 hours and listen to the music. Alright. What do we got? There's a quest up in here. She's got stuff for me there. There's stuff up here to read. Do this. Concern for Jill. Really? Somebody's concerned about Jill? Oh, Joshua. Nice. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva was heavy on her heart. We would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak more on this in private. So yeah. Jill gave up Shiva. None of the other ones had to give up their icons. Just Jill.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
God, one more reason. Alright. What are you doing? You know, if you would stop eating fluffies. I know. If you would stop eating fluffies, it would be all fine. We should have fate. Do you remember what I told you that night at the Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominant sits upon yours. But are we not both dominant of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both of our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Lovely. Oh, what's the gist? Alright, stuff's happening. Okay, good. Jesus. Oh, God, she's concerned about the damn dog. Okay. Yeah, remember the dog's not a person. Good. Thank you for helping my mentor. I can trade with the maddening crowd believes. You're not without our limits. Cannot help to cure every ill. Alright. There's that. Who else do we need to go talk to? Joshua's out here somewhere.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. And to let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the Pot Boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Jesus Christ. Oh, you've stripped her power. And your solution to this is get her some flowers. Excellent. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Hippocrates knows of the tome, I see. Whether what he has to say make...
Oh, God.
Well, Clive? Naturally.
Okay, so Origin's going to be the end.
I shall. I do so enjoy our little chat.
Wow, they've done such a shit job with Jill.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Would have been better if they just not even added the character.
Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
Do-do-do-do. Alright, what we got left on here? Just these ones, huh? And they're all in Waloed. Three A's and an S. Oh, there's a quest up in here. Da, 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 da.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
That's quite a bit. That's all you need. That's quite a bit.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Wow.
Tell me.
It's most of what I need. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I'll keep working on the model. You go and find...
Has Citadel mentioned a new project.
Alright, little brats.
Sid, is Mid still hiding?
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on...
A new invention? Is it an airship?
Do you think she'll
It is an airship. Of course it's an airship.
Raskia. A tiny one.
Oh, the one you forgot!
We saved it, just in case.
We'll go get it.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
Oh, good.
That's... good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about you.
Thanks, Sid.
Alright. Go down here, give her this thing, and she can make this damn airship and be done with it.
Well,
Yes, they had it.
Will it work?
What exactly?
Only the most important. The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Don't ask him. He's got no clue.
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, got the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them.
Really?
A really hard one. So that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Oh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
All that for no airship.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Okay.
Has Midadol mentioned a new
project? Okay, it looks like basically everything in here is done. Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let's see what's here. I don't remember now. So many damn quests. Oh, Man's Hill is like right here. Yeah.
This is the place, but...
No daisies.
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
There's green grass all around it, so...
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Oh, Christ, we're just there. Oh. Let's see what this is.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh, Gav
a
needs
silver
something.
chocobo feather.
You have a silver chocobo.
Though you're not the first to... There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some guide hovel, not far from... Most took him for a...
We'll see. Thank you.
Clive has a silver chocobo. He doesn't need to go looking for a feather. He needs to go to the damn stable. Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin it, don't
Who am I looking for in
Doesn't
here?
still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me.
Oh, God.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Viceroy?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right.
Okay, well, excellent.
I've got greens of all shapes and
Anybody
sizes.
here?
Shot colours
No.
too. Mostly green though.
Anybody up here? I don't know. Let's go look in here, maybe. Nope. Okay, so I got nothing. Anybody down here? Alright, we're running out of room.
I've got a few rooms going spare now.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Okay.
Whoever's idea it was to take those bearers as my thanks.
Here's a box. That's some music. That's nice. Alright, what do you got? Grocer.
Can I help you with something?
Don't know why he would have
Wouldn't
feathers,
happen to
but
sell
alright.
Silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the rate.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true.
Okay, well, it's two things I gotta go to Rhiannon's Ride for.
Here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can hardly make out up.
Oh, look what I found.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Is it around here?
No mistakes.
Really? Alright, we'll go in here. Does this work better? Must. No.
There it is. With me, Joshua. Get him.
Come on. Come on, Joshua. Just like that. A curl whisker.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Bum, 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 bum. Don't listen. It's out there. There was second. Oh, Jesus, you're making her all the way back out.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank that we were able to have Guardian. I hesitate to say it.
I think it might.
We saved Eastpool.
No, I saved
Thank you,
Eastpool.
my friends.
Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir, but there's no doubt in my... We're free men now. We have to fight to protect...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to...
Come on, then.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer, and I believe if he was still...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. And after all, this is my home now, too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my...
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade.
Eastpudlian.
But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have that. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. And I'd be counting us Rosarians have got stick.
Indeed we have.
And I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember of clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marsh?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving, when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your... to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of us...
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Now I gotta run my butt all the way back down there.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I call her on the back of the... Jeez, what is this? It's a bridge.
This is no time to ride.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wolf whistle for the sexy bird.
Faster.
What is that? Oh, it's raining. Alright.
Tracks. Will not live by bandits for a change.
Chocobo tracks.
More tracks. And these look fresh.
Mm-hmm.
The Chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
It's okay, Flufin. Nobody's coming for you. Go back to sleep.
Thank you.
So, he had to run all over the place to find a silver chocobo feather when he owns a silver chocobo. Oh, God. Like, did anybody bother to, like, communicate storylines in this? Like, it's just... Oh, boy. Alright.
The hero return. It's lucky you came. Not only did my seeds get delivered,
I just did what I...
And it's all. Take it.
Okay, good. Give me my stuff. Let's get going.
Thank you, Martha.
So, he's been a home.
Well, it was your...
It is. Let's go.
Though I suppose the rest ain't much different now. You know, bearers live in old as I am to recall.
I take it you didn't always...
Well, if you really... In fact, that's how I met.
Oh.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who founder knows what he me. I thought he was in... And before I knew it, the cheeky horse was rattling on at me, told me I was giving them relief, but not free. Right under my skin it did. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? He certainly didn't lack for...
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid...
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage, good thing we've got a few... It's almost enough to give you... Anyway, enough natter. Better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Are we done here? You won't let me finish this damn quest. Okay, so that's basically done. These are done. All the quests. Oh, here's one. What do you have? Anything good? I don't think you have anything I really need.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. But enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work?
I should go and let Eloise...
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once...
Right. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village...
Thank you, Clive. Here, something... Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with, but we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well,
I'm not sure I do.
Alrighty.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the big...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate, and they're still expanding. And judging by her reaction earlier,
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others. But this was not the life my sister wanted. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She loves you.
And I love her, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
That is good news.
Yes, but I still have... You couldn't do me a...
Sure, I can go do an errand. Why not?
Wild beasts?
It's not like the fate of the world is in the balance.
I just need you to go over to the caravans and find out exactly how...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Do you see that too?
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, but no buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican Army. I've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders, but the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so...
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about... How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's...
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. Even if I fail to free these bearers, someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beast...
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but...
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
Oh, God. Well, I guess they're thinning out, so...
news? That too.
Bum, 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 bum.
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right. I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're all panicking over this still? I mean, if you got nothing else to do, I guess so.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Bum, bum, bum.
That'll do, girl.
Alright, that's a little bit too far. We're up here somewhere. Alright, you're making me fight these guys anyway. Alright. No, come on. Very speedy. Okay.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
Oh,
Wish to
here's the
consult
meeting.
with me.
Sure.
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We
Please
rarely
hold.
take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your
You take the slaves from one
organization.
place, buy them,
My associates
make
will be
them
sorry
kings
to
in the
hear that.
next. Interesting. Who the hell's on the continent?
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to... I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
Yep, they tricked you.
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal so I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
Yeah, they knew exactly who they were dealing with, too.
And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under a pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a drag. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Random dragon.
Hold on, Theo.
Let's go see if we can find a random dragon down here. Wow. Okay. You let me go right off.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
No, he went to the place where the dragon is.
But the Hulk just have to pray makes...
I can do better than that.
Oh, good. Serdra's thread? Oh, we gotta go all the way to hell to the end. Alright.
Over here! All yours, Torgal.
Alright. Bum 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 bum.
Where are you, Theo?
So, Theo's in here. That's always promising. Has he turned already?
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, lovely.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Come on. Seriously? It's where it's going to go. Oh, I missed it.
Nice try. Theodore, you had me worried for...
Yep, be very worried.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take. And that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore.
Theodore's gone. Too late. He's already turned.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Yeah. Okay, like, stay out of the ether. I mean, it's blue. You can see it. Do not go there. I understand y'all think you're immortal. But Theo has now turned into a cautionary tale.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
It's been 5 minutes. She's over it.
Bravery, he showed. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He made a choice.
It wasn't against his will.
Could have said no.
He was ready to do whatever.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause, but he said you deserved a better life than this, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how much easier my life might have been if I had devoted myself to the family business. But I have never regretted. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat.
Okay, so she sacrificed her entire career inheritance for her brother.
If anything, I was the one who waited.
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful, and that he wanted to repay you, but neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so we could be together. Oh, Theo. Why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on. At times we can make a difference here. We can help people. Save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. Ensuring that goods, people, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then.
Okay, so now Clive gets to be the new Theo. She's picking up strays wherever she goes. Okay, why am I getting all these signboards? Oh, it must be to hang up on my fancy wall in my room. For some reason. Souvenirs, I guess. Northreach. What is this? Under new management. Okay.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Oh, it's right here, in front of me.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for something.
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria, it's been a long time since last I saw my great aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands. It didn't matter in the end. I I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned...
Which way did they go?
South, toward the...
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell...
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
It's okay. I am my own shield. Down here and do this right quick.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Vogel, kill! This one. Over here.
Come on. Everybody gather up. Shit, use magic on everybody. Get him? Almost. What's up? Yay! Coffee!
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me.
Hi, me.
You alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were... I dispatched the few that I found.
Thralls are back, killed them all.
What were they doing south of town?
They're gonna come
They
back.
might be able to fend off an attack from one side.
Do you have eyes in the north?
Okay, so they're all smart. They're surrounding your castle.
I want you there.
What do you mean?
They're gonna do
Ship's
things.
been busy working her match, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not.
What?
No,
exactly
what's your face? Throwing a tantrum with her father. Lovely.
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things, no.
Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Oh god, these two.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Oh.
Listen to me, Sabine.
He looks like Ultima.
People be without their country. The Empire is their sword and their
His
shield.
face is the same.
It is she that ensures
Well,
they can live
maybe not the same.
without
Really
fear.
close.
Now she teeters on the brink.
Okay, why can't I go fast through this
How
one?
will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Riga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me.
Can we speed through this now? Oh, look at that. We can go speedy fast.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. I only hope I can go some way to Philippe. Can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls...
Of course. I'll lead it. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things.
All right. But...
thank you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Okay. We're gonna go down here first. Go deal with these bandits. So, there was, I don't know if you've got the quest or not. There is a quest in here where you have to get a silver chocobo feather. Okay. There's a quest. You gotta go get a silver chocobo feather for Gav. And you have to run all over the place to find a silver chocobo feather. You'd think, right? No. They send you on a quest for this stupid feather when you have a silver chocobo. It would have made sense if you had like a purple chocobo or a rainbow one or a...
No, they were looking for a black one.
Right? No. You need a silver feather. You need to go all over the map to find this silver feather. I was like, what is this? It's like, these people didn't discuss anything story-wise when they did this game.
The side quest may not have been...
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Right, like, because that's like... How do you miss that?
one's ours, pretty boy.
Kamehameha for the win. Oh, you're safe now.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all of them.
Oh, well, thanks for the confirmation.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
You look like a Jedi.
And stand by as ill might befall the...
It's just Clive. And which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
I shall return to Northreach, Robert. Allow me to thank you first.
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've gone. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm...
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Alright, I'll go up here. Still have to run it.
We're ready. Tell us where you want us.
Ready. Tell us where you want us. Sure, I'll give you swords. Why not? Wonder if that knight showed up down here yet or not. Straight ahead.
So many of them.
Okay, everybody.
Not for long.
Come on, everybody. Come on. Here, kids. Let's go. Oh, that seems like a fun idea.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Lord knows we don't need you boosting this big guy.
Too slow.
Nice. Almost 69,000 damage.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Boop, 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 boop. Did they survive? Did they not? Is this Ultima in disguise?
Clive, it's good to see you. And you.
Hello, Fufen.
The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner that without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of, by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and...
You have, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. I forgot. And I am...
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This, I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt, but I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just, and we may yet achieve it. If only we were... Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your... Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
Right. I need to listen to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady. She said it herself. We can turn things.
He went from tyrant to radical feminist in like 5 minutes.
Together.
That's great.
And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here...
Oh god, this is such... What is he writing?
The wounded.
Oh my god. Who okayed this crap? Seriously.
There's no need to worry any longer.
Oh god. Alright, where are we going?
We did it!
It's the last one.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, but I sense you would rather have died here. For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Oh, God.
I was Carla then. Quarters so sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bear. He was my master's guard. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We were until we found ourselves here. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed those that could be healed at least.
He passed away.
He did. Not long, but at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever... But the generosity of this town, and how the men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would always do the same, that I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me, that I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. The people, the soldiers, even all united in defense of this town. That we have come. What of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Like, he's run errands for you. Like, yeah. Progress to certain quests is no longer... Okay. Can I talk to her now? Oh my god, we can get this quest out of the way.
Gif.
Holy crap, I've only had this for like 15 hours.
Otto asked me to give to settle the Hideaway's debt and to...
I thought you might finally tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to... The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely.
You once told me Sid did you... I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all of us.
It is. Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. And blamed himself for not being it. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything...
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt besides Sid. I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in an ill habit. Given that both have always been surrounded by friends.
I'm beginning...
Okay, I can finally get this other one knocked out then. Oh, neighbors are thumping on the walls.
Clive, we were...
I wasn't expecting to be, but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt it...
A star, Ruby? It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself...
Oh
the right
god,
life.
just take it.
Interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged that much. Anyway, why are you the one here asking a bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself...
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason that I'd...
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the Hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? Doesn't that, and you keep good company.
Alright, good. Done.
Gob will want to know the stones were delivered.
Christ. Who else has a quest here? What is happening?
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Okay, he's gotta be in the building then, I guess. Rutherford.
I see you're still here.
The rest's location of... Speaking of which, I received word...
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather...
I am afraid that Grim... Storm is in crisis. And we must work...
As it is mine.
Okay, it's looking like everything is returned to the hideaway. Except for all in here. Which is fine.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Oh god, these stupid snow... Jesus.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. What did mean?
Good. So Lady Karen accepted...
She threw it right back.
Karen refused payment.
Of course she did. The other two did too.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this.
Genji gloves.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Alright, did the other two spawn yet? Grim Reaper. Okay, so that's the Lich. This is the Knight. I think those are the only two I missed. I'll have to go get my little chart and see. Bum, 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 bum.
It was no...
Okay, Gav. Feather.
Clive, how'd you get on?
Any luck?
Bum, bum, bum.
It's a long...
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. They'll find a new home. Trust me.
This...
After all, that's what us in danger anyway. What matters it? And now all that's left...
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't like. The fact I'm as good with a whittling, and that bone Ember gave me's a dream.
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able...
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Oh, God. Hey, Uncle.
Clive! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
I would have done the same for anyone.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a
From what little I saw.
I suppose I should. But I was rather hoping the great and... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True. The challenges that fill the realm's armies. As you've seen firsthand, certain cities have banded together, and yet the only remedy for the chaos that face... In short, if Storm does not stop...
But how would one even begin to unite...
The armies, my boy. As I told you all, sadly, I doubt I could convince... But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known...
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the... And as luck would have it, I've already spoken.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain... I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the... Oh, you don't mind, do you, my boy?
Sure, it's not like I have anything else to do.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build... And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person...
That's the spirit...
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford...
Excellent.
No, thank you.
Take payment.
Karen,
Stop arguing with me.
You weren't happy with our... Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I don't recall. I may have tossed a talent or two, but those were donations. And you can hardly...
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the grat...
Oh, so you're a prick, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest with...
Good. Sounds like a plan. Donate the rest. Stop being stubborn.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be...
I hear you ended up delivering. Thanks to this lump, I sometimes wonder what.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and...
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod could...
I knew so little about it.
Most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories. How long did you know Sid before?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. That was before the magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. And there was no hiding his neck.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the cunt, wanted the monster I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how that... Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when all I wanted, him who cried for me when I had no tears left in him. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. I knew then I'd He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Oh, you're gonna make him cry.
Bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. Barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go where the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mm. Jesus, the infirmary in the backyard. It never stops.
How you feel?
Well. This... Go on. Did you make...
We did. Aye, it's a good luck charm. We may come up north. I mean, a baby. Oh,
I thank you.
If there's anything you need.
I will.
Fancy a swift off.
I could be convinced.
No, we got stuff to do. Come on.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished? Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Yes, it's true. This is true.
I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Oh, leveled up. 47. We're getting there. Over here. Jump off the cliff.
Do you think they'll come back?
Alright, let's go down here to the garden thing. Whoop. Got anything new for me?
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
Wow, nothing new.
That it?
Okay.
Fine.
Say what you will.
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow...
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the... I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation.
Right.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Alright, let's go take out these two critters. Okay, let's go do this first. Because there should be 2 hunts down here. Baywatch.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Alright, so run down here. Go through the garrison. What are you doing, puppy?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Valley Matter. Valley Matter than what?
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
This way, maybe?
Look, brother. You see them?
I do. The flowers and our friends.
Ah, listen.
This one.
Really? Just that funny distance.
What do you see, boy?
Minotaur! It's just a regular one, though.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Get him! This one. Throw to him! Throw to him!
Okay, go pick some flowers.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
She's a girl. Of course she's gonna like flowers. And I say that with a whole lot of sarcasm.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we're getting quite the collection of stuff here.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Don't you fancy a trip to Oregon?
Don't make me run it.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I.
And this is the best we could come up with.
Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or...
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I...
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
Nothing's changed.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that
Whisper.
feeling.
Come on. You can't go up to the kids' rooms. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Come here.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Oh, he came all right.
Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then... that's what you'll have. I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed.
God.
You are my treasure.
Like, where does all this romance thing come from? Like, there's no build up to this story. Jesus Christ.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
But you're not, because you're going to stay home. Because he traded you for Joshua. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I hate this arc. Alright. Alright, let's see how that goes. Let's get a chocobo.
Ready, go? Yeah.
Prepare for this Angel of Death or Prince of Death or something of Death. I don't know. He's a lich, I think. Prince of Death.
Not another one. Let's try. Let's try. Get him. This one.
Damn.
You're finished.
Dark steel.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Ah, there's only like 5 more to go. Oh, I thought he'd be bigger.
You're the outlaw. The one who drove his highness to madness. On your knees.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Only your death will tell. All your fault.
Okay, dodges. Come on. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Oh well. It's just as well. Da-dum, boo, 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 boo. Where are we going here? Really? All the way down there, huh?
You see that too?
What is it? Please. I'm scared.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal. Oblige.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Get him! It's over. This one. Get him.
Even in these fights, Joshua's right in the middle of it doing stuff, and she's just standing on the edges. Like, just... Ah, such a waste.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume.
No, my lord. Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers, but I hadn't thought the corrupt... It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or a Scythian...
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring.
Before I agree to it... What do you stand to gain from it?
I won't deny that I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always... I know I made for so long. So when it should have been our decision all along. But in order to take it, we must stand together.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Empire.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of...
I'm flattered. And I have other... What we need is a skilled up...
Is that so? And would he...
Of a different kind.
Beggar, I suppose we'll all have to find a
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal.
I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin.
Oh, Lost Wing got taken over by Ether.
Quinton.
Do you now? Something tells. Go on then.
Yeah, I need to go do an errand.
You'd have me convinced, and do, and you'll have. And why might that be?
What he's asking. They want you to speak for those who
What are
can't
you
speak
doing?
for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
Are you being bad?
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know.
Are you being bad?
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else?
Where's your ball?
You convinced us.
Go
We
get
could
your
build
ball.
new lives for ourselves, and if you
Go
can
get
do
your
that,
ball. Your ball's right
who's
there.
to say you couldn't convince the
It's right
entire
there.
realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
Yeah.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel. I can arrange.
That would be. I hear the rope.
Okay. Field Marshal. Good. Go do
My
things.
uncle wanted
Run
to
around.
that his plan is taking shape.
Any statesman we speak with.
Okay. Is everything done here? It's just these ones left. Alright. I think this is it for the day. Getting burned out. This is turning into one big long slog of a... Hello, Uncle.
The field. Rutherford is a company. They will
Good.
you.
I'm gonna do things. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, Uncle's gonna come. Yay.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
Perhaps I might suggest, though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away and allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you two such firm friends as yourselves, Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond.
Us? Fred, I can't stand
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality.
And what kind of company do you expect?
Criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as...
Upstanding! He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm, and to do that we must convince those in power. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, the fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands. But the...
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by...
Oh, God.
Citizens of Valisthea,
Triunity. Alright. Really?
Well, my boy.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts to the best of the realm needs its Sir Crandall. I want you to keep this signed a court.
I will.
Breath of Darkness, Heaven's Cloud. Wonder who that maybe it belongs to Odin. Alright, is that everything here? Yes, okay. All of these quests are done. It's just the quests out in here. There's a handful of hunts, and then we can get onto this. That's probably going to take a couple, well, at least an hour. But we're going to save here, because it is 4:30, and I have to go adult. Much as that sucks. Alright, let's save this. Overwrite. Alrighty. So I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I might be on tonight. I'm going to try to get Baldur's Gate in tonight for a little bit. But we'll see. Return to title screen, yes. But in the meantime, have a good night. I will talk to you guys later. Maybe sooner than later. And, yeah, I'm going to hopefully get this done soon so I can get to making a review, which is going to be interesting. Alright. I'm out of here.